Hello and welcome along to HTML Basics with your host Robert Smith. In this part 3 of creating a flexible layout using Dreamweaver, HTML and CSS, we're going to embed some video. Now, video on websites is a very contentious issue. With the introduction of HTML5, we have our own video and audio tags, but to manage those videos with the codec issues, which I don't want to talk about. Codec is just how the video is made. Some browsers support one codec, others support others, so it's all a bit of a mess. So the best way to do it at this stage is to actually place your video on YouTube and then create a link to it, and that's what we're going to do. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make a div tag to put it in, like we do for most things. So here we are in the HTML page. I'm going to go insert layout objects div tag like this. I'm going to call this class video underscore holder like that. And I'm going to make a rule, but not just yet. Okay, so I'll click OK. Actually, I might make the rule here like that. Make sure that's right. Click OK, and then just don't put anything in it at all, like that. And OK. Then I can just double click over here to open it up and add what I want to it. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to get rid of this placeholder text inside the div, press return a couple of times, place my cursor here. Now what I want to do is get some code. Let me show you how this works. First of all, let's go over to Google Chrome like this, and here we are on one of my favorite YouTube sites from the Enmore Graphic Design Center in Sydney, and we want to actually embed this video in our web page. To do that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go down here to where it says share. Click on share like that, scroll up, and now you can share it on all of these sites, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. But I want to embed it in my own page, so I'm going to click on embed like this, and this is the code. YouTube gives us this code that we can actually place within our website. To do that, I'm going to copy it, Command C like this. I'm going to Command Tab back to Dreamweaver. I'm going to go inside my video holder and just place all that code in there like that. Now, it's a trap for young players here. YouTube, when you're using a secure site like that, does not copy the HTTP. So let's put that in. So I'm going to put my cursor there in HTTP and the colon. And we don't want any width or height because we want it to be flexible. If we left these numbers in, it would just stay at that size, and we don't want that, so we're just going to delete that. And let's have a look at it right now. If I preview that in Google Chrome, save. Yes, I want to save that. As you can see, there's that video. It's not looking very impressive at the moment. Okay, so we need to add some CSS to style this so it becomes part of this flexible structure. Okay, now I must admit, if you put a gun to my head, I don't really understand how most of this works. Okay, but that's the same in a lot of HTML and CSS. When it gets more advanced, some of it's quite complicated, and I use the old rule of just cut and paste. If I've got some code that works, which I've sourced off the internet or somewhere from my code collection, I'll just cut and paste. And I know it does a certain job, and I know this does the same thing. This will make my video flexible, and it's a little bit strange. So let's have a go, and I'll show you what we need to do anyway. So if I've already made a class called video holder, and if I look over here, I'm going to double click on it like this, and I need to put in a height in the box of 0 pixels, which is really strange. 0 pixels like that. The padding on the bottom, I need that to be 56.25%, like that. Now that number's been worked out to be what's called a 16:9 ratio for a video. Now someone's worked that out. I don't know how they did that, but it works fine, that number. And why they put it on the bottom is still a bit of a mystery to me, but I'm working on it. Now in the position, we're going to use something called relative positioning, which is beyond the scope of this video, but it's just simply a way of relating where the actual video will be placed inside the div tag. If you want to look up relative positioning on YouTube. There's a million videos explaining it. Okay, so let's click OK and see what we get. Now, one of the things we can't put using that box is a thing called the max width. So I'm going to go up here to my index CSS like that, and I'm going to go up to find my video holder. There it is there. And the first thing I'm going to put in there, I can actually type it in here using this helper. If I type the letter M like that and go down a bit, like you'll see I have a max width like that. And the max width is going to be 100%. Don't forget your semicolon like that. So there's my video holder. Very nice indeed. Let's have a look at that. Let's go back to our source code and let's preview that in Google Chrome, see what we get. Okay, not much is happening yet because we haven't really worked on the iframe, the thing that's containing the video. So let's go back there, and now I'm going to just put my cursor in here like that. And I'm going to add a rule for video holder iframe. I want to be that specific. That's the iframe I actually want to target. So it'll be a compound selector, and in there that's fine. So let's go and have a look what I need to put in here. Here I'm going to put in the box, I'm going to put a width of 100% like that. Here in the height I'm going to put 100% like that. Now in the position, I go to positioning like this. I'm going to make it absolute positioning. Now absolute positioning is again another concept you need to look at in another video. It's beyond the scope of this video, so just place that in absolute positioning like that. And in the top down here I'm going to put 0 pixels. On the left hand side I'm also going to put 0 pixels. So that's how we're going to position it absolutely. And I'm going to click OK. Now again I need to put a max width in, which I can't put in using that box. So I need to go to my CSS like this, find my video holder iframe, and I'll just copy this max width here, this line out of that, and I'll just shove it in here after here like this. Just paste it in there, copy and paste. Make sure I've got my cursor, and then let's have a look at that. Go back to our source code. Let's preview that in Google Chrome. And there it is. There's my video. Now how that works is still a bit of a mystery to me, but if I use those numbers and that code, you'll see what happens. The video stays in proportion like that, and as it gets bigger, it gets wider till it gets to a certain size, and then it stops getting any bigger, which is exactly what we want. So what we've just done, let's summarize it. We've just embedded a video inside a HTML page like that, and this video now will be part of the flexible arrangement just by using the video holder and the video holder iframe CSS. It's all good. Okay, in the next video we'll add some text and some more images. Thanks for watching.